Hi, I'm Sasha Mercedes. Why Mercedes, you ask? My parents were driving down the back roads of northern Minnesota one December evening, and they were in a head-on collision. And my poor mother, pregnant with her first child, went through the windshield. They weren't wearing their seatbelts. Make sure you do that, kids. Anyway, head-on collision with a truck. My mother hits her head on the windshield and breaks it, and so it knocked me loose. And my dad hauled her to the emergency room, and as she's delivering me and simultaneously having glass picked out of her eyeballs, the delivery was a success. And the doctor who delivered me and commissioned the nurses to pick the glass out had always wanted to name a child Mercedes, and my parents let him choose my middle name, and of course he chose Mercedes for that. And so I get asked a lot, is it because of the car? Is it this, that? No, it's just the doctor.
So it's not a stage name?
No, it's my middle name. Sasha
Cool.
Mercedes.
Okay, well.
I'm not going to say my last name. It's terrible.
Terrible. Too ethnic?
No offense, Dad.
Okay.
I think the next song I'll do, I wrote this after I ordered takeout Chinese food, and my fortune from the cookie said, "Stop searching forever for happiness, it's right next to you." And I was sitting alone, of course, as I read this. So I don't know what the happiness was that the fortune cookie was speaking of. But I wrote this song about how much stock I put in paper that I find in pastries. And it's called Lucky, and it's the title track of my most recent album.
Today I found a penny lying heads up in the dirt on the floor. They call it lucky, so I picked it up. Now I only need about 1 million more. Well, I'm the worst kind of dreamer, and lately all my thoughts, well, they seem to fall onto you. I know I'm a fool, 'cause I still believe every fortune comes true. And my fortune was you. Oh, you. So I try my hardest to avoid all the cracks, 'cause my mother has seen enough pain. She taught me never to step on the spiders, 'cause it's gonna rain anyways. I must have broke a few mirrors. This ain't what I planned, and I sure wasn't planning on you. I know I'm a fool, 'cause I still believe every fortune comes true. And my fortune was you. Oh, you. The fortune was you. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I know that I've squandered, I know that I've shamed my puzzle piece that never quite fits. I know I'm a fool, yeah, 'cause I still believe every fortune comes true. So I'm coming for you. Oh, you. Yeah, I'm coming for you. Yeah.
play a lot of places where nobody listens to me, so I get a little shaky when there's people listening and applauding. A couple weeks ago, I played a place where the only applause came when the busboy dropped the dish bin. That did not sit well with me.
Take him on the road for an opening act.
So, my granny and I were best buds. So I wrote a song for her. She and I used to sit in her basement and paint these Bob Ross paintings together. Yeah, Bob Ross. Happy little trees with Granny. And we would drink Tang. Yeah, remember? That colored orange beverage? Tang. Bob Ross and Tang. Until I was old enough to drink wine, then we switched. But Bob Ross was the constant in the equation. And I asked Grandma, why don't you ever sign any of your paintings? I thought she was a pretty good artist. And she said, you see those 3 birds up in the corner of all my paintings? And indeed I did. There are 3 birds in the corner of every painting she's ever done. And she said, well, that's my signature. So I wrote this song called 3 Birds for her. And she's in her 90s now and still mows her own grass. So she's a tough old bird.
Me and Grandma would sit for hours in the basement, painting pictures of where we'd like to be. Yeah, we'd sit and think, we'd laugh and drink. Man, I never had it so good. Grandma, she is kind, she is humble. She always likes my paintings more than hers. Yeah, she'll clean her brush, but never sign her name. In all her pictures you'll find 3 birds. So fly past the cityscapes and oceans, 6 wings set in motion, but frozen in time now. Fly through perfect stands of pine trees. If Grandma says it'll be fine, well, then I believe. Grandma doesn't call herself an artist, but I call her an artist, a friend and a saint, because I've faltered and failed. I've had a taste of hell. She's there holding out her hands. Grandma, she is wise and she is worldly. Yes, and there's conviction in all her words. When I'm down and lonely, all I need to do is thank Grandma and the 3 birds. So fly past the cityscapes and oceans, 6 wings set in motion, but frozen in time now. Fly through perfect stands of pine trees. If Grandma says it'll be fine. Well, now station after station, her family would ride them rails. Mama lost her patience, Daddy lost his mind. Oh, she's known hunger, she's known cold. Many nights she'd wish for a good strong wind in the wings. So fly. Grandma, she is strong, she is selfless. The last one she thinks about is her. She takes us in, she builds us up, she fixes what is broken and then watches us take flight past the cityscapes and it'll be fine. Well, I believe, yes sir, I believe.
Thank you. I tried to sing that while she was in the audience once. It ended in tears.
Music.
I was about 9 and my dad bought me one of these little baby guitars, and it was under the Christmas tree one year, and you know, I thought it was cute and I tried to play it, and he tried to show me a few chords at that age, and it just, you know, guitar hurts your fingers, and especially when you're 9 years old and you're, oh, I don't want to do it, and I thought it was a boy's instrument, and so I really didn't take to it at all until I was about 17, and then I thought, maybe I want to be one of these cool rocker chicks, and I went back and picked up a guitar. It wasn't the baby one still, but I did remember the chords my dad taught me still at that point, and it was a love affair that never ended.
This is a crazy town, lifts you up, then whips you down, and my stomach is hollow from the bitter pit I swallowed. It was fun for a while, but the honeymoon is over now, and I feel like I've been beguiled. I must have looked so pretty, be so cruel. I thought I did everything right. Once again, I'm a fool. Wish I could walk away. It's easier said than done, and it's miles to the next highway, so I better run, run, run. Well, I hate waiting, I hate cowboys and dating. I want certainty, I want you to cut these ropes and drift with me. I miss the holding on, I never get enough. Every time I open my eyes, well, it's all gone. What must you look so pretty, be so cruel? I thought I did everything right. Once again, I'm a fool. Wish I could walk away. It's easier said than done, and it's miles to the next highway, so I better run, run, run. Was that doubt on your tongue when you told me, ooh, what's done is done, or just a trick? Honey, with me, your lies won't stick. The end of the rope is near, so collect yourself, 'cause we're getting out of here. Why must you look so pretty, be so cruel? I thought I did everything right. Once again, I'm a fool. Wish I could walk away. It's easier said than done, and it's miles to the next highway, so I better run. Why must you look so pretty, be so cruel? I thought I did everything right. Once again, I'm a fool. Wish I could walk away. It's easier said than done, and it's miles to the next highway, so I better run, run.
Always been a writer ever since I was a little tiny child, making up hypothetical love stories and things like that. Actually, you know, I was a late bloomer, didn't experience love until, you know, I was pretty old compared to most, I think, the norm. So it was basically a fantasy world of songwriting for me as a child. Well, keeping with the family theme here, I have a song about my youngest brother too. This isn't as happy a tale, however. He's living in a gated community at present, in the New Lisbon Correctional Institution. And I wrote this song about what it's like to correspond with a sibling in the big house, as it were. Awesome. There we go. I think the camera in my face threw me off.
What camera?
My dear brother will get to hear this song in February of 2015. I hold the letter you wrote, but it took a long time to compose. I bet the sheets are rough and the bed you made, but these baths are what you chose. I see your words on yellow paper as I picture your orange clothes. She took your dog and robbed you blind and then punched you in the nose. Well, the mess is yours, yeah, the dress is hers. Well, the mess is yours, yeah, and the rest is hers. Yes, it's yours. Yes, it is. But we tried your best, but you left a mess. Now the mess is yours. You're a glutton for affection, even if it's all pretend. You love playing house even when you know it's gonna burn down in the end. Yeah, you try to be the man, but every chapter ends in tears. And you still chose the bumpy road after all of these years. And now the mess is yours, and the dress is hers. Well, the mess is yours, yeah, the rest is hers. Yes, it's yours. Yes, it is. You tried your best, but you left a mess. Now the mess is yours. When temperaments are touchy, yeah, tolerance is short. The silver lining's rusty, you gotta know when to abort. I hold the letter you wrote, and it took a long time to compose. And how long you write your letters for, well, God only knows. The mess is yours, and the dress is hers. Well, the mess is yours, yeah, the rest is hers. Yes, it's yours. Yes, it is. You tried your best, but you left a mess. Now the mess is yours. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Well, now that mess is yours. Thank you. If I could get a water, I know I'm keeping up with my diva attitude here.
Hurry, boy, hurry. Get this young lady a drink.
Cold or room temperature?
Where's the lemon?
I'm sorry.
Now, you said your father taught you the chords.
Yeah.
Is he a musician also?
He is. He's still playing. Unfortunately, the bass player from his original band, which started in the, I want to say, early 70s. It may have even been late 60s. I think it was early 70s. Just passed away a year and a half or 2 years ago. Otherwise, that band had been performing ever since then as the original group called Back Road, and they played a lot up along the range of Minnesota and things like that. So
they had no real big problems with you becoming a performer?
Yeah, they did. In fact, my dad begged me, "Daughter, for God's sake, be a nurse, be a teacher, be anything but a musician. That's the last thing in the world you want to be. Take my advice. It's a life of terrible trials and tribulations." But of course, we children don't listen to our parents a lot of the time. So, and actually, I remember the night that I sold him on what I was doing. I was playing at a coffee place in Duluth, and I convinced him to come to the show, and I was probably only about 20 at the time. And he was in the audience, and I was giving it. I was really just giving it my all, and after the show, he came up and he's like, you know what, I'm really sorry I doubted you. If anyone's going to make it, it's you. If you need anything, just let me know. You have my wholehearted support from this day forth. And that it meant a lot. And my mother, always supportive, you know. In Mommy's eyes, I really can do no wrong. So thank you, Mommy. I attended the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point for a brief stint. I've attended 7 colleges now for a brief stint. Anyway, there was this bar out on 2nd Street, just kind of out of town a little ways, and I found out about this Tuesday night open mic that they had, and so I started to go, and it sort of became my church. All the people that I meet there, you know, you get into these open mic scenes, and they're kind of addicting, and eventually they were doing a certain variety of gardening out back, if you catch my drift, and they had to shut down. They actually, I know it was tragic, it was a really fun place, but after they shut the place down, and eventually they actually demolished the building and they built storage units in its place, and I didn't know how to cope with this, my disdain for the situation, other than to write a song about it. It was called The Wit's End, was the name of the bar. And this song's about some of the characters that I met there, and so that the place can live on. On 2nd Street, right off the highway, there was a hideaway where the lonely would go. The smoke was thick, the laughter was loud, the guitar screamed and the lights were low. Everyone had a story, everyone had a song, comfort in a bottle in every hand, to drown the sorrows or raise a toast to tomorrow. How we let this slip away from us, I'll never understand. No, no, no. Well, they were at their wits' end. Now this whole town's changed. There's nowhere left for the lonely to run away. All the dreamers, the music makers, yeah, the friends and the freaks took their last drink, walked out the door, drove away. Well, there in the dark, I learned to dance, and I watched a magic man make quarters disappear. While alone in a corner, the man in the dark rimmed glasses cried, oh well, the longing to play again was eating him alive. Old men on a dirty stage, they try to relive their yesterdays when they thought they were heroes, yeah. Some of them were. We're just a family of no one's keeping company with tomorrow's dawn. We took for granted the things we loved. We turned around and they were gone. But they were all gone. When they were at their wits' end. Now this whole town's changed. There's nowhere left for the lonely to run away. All the dreamers, the music makers, yeah, the friends and the freaks took their last drink, walked out the door, drove away. Well, the machines came
it all away. Those who passed by now will never know it was there. Yeah, but underneath that ground is the resounding sound of everyone who was ever there. Well, they were in their wits, and now this whole town has changed. There's nowhere left for the lonely to run away. All the dreamers, the music makers, yeah, the friends and freaks took their last drink, walked out the door, drove away. Yeah, they drove away. Come on, drive away. We're gonna drive away.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I have too many hobbies. That's why I can't focus on any one thing. I'd probably be a star if I could just focus, but I'm too busy reading and traveling and kayaking and cooking and camping. And I make jewelry and I paint. I'm a kindergarten teacher during the day. That takes up a lot of time.
Cool. So what school?
I work in Edina at a public school.
Dedicate this love song to anyone. No, I won't dedicate this love song to anyone. Oh no. Oh no, no. Well, I dreamed of you last night. There was truth in your eyes, I saw it. Yet I woke up alone and cold. I want your words to warm me outside. I want your hands to still my shaking. But in the morning you're as ice blue, here as your eyes. And I won't dedicate this love song to anyone. No, I won't dedicate this love song to anyone. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Do you see me as a child? Do you see me as a fool? Well, now we go through the motions and we act like we got nothing better to do. So you touched me once. You said just to see if I'd let you. Here I am in your sheets again. I stopped by to tell you something. I don't want to risk ruining whatever you call this. Yeah, you call me a friend of your side.